The strength of the singing program is to how you cater for those first study singers who perhaps want to make a career of the voice in some way, and those who love singing, but it's not their first and foremost choice as an instrument, but it'll be forever part of what they do. So I think that's what we've tried to do in the singing program.
I did the singing course for a year and just got so much out of it.
Although it runs parallel to the instrumentalist, it's designed such that it develops the budding singer. We start later in the day. There's time for you to either relax or to study your text or to go over your language. There's some individual time so that you're well nurtured, and there's some ensemble singing. The other thing that we've introduced into the voice program is knowledge of the voice. Vocal health is a really important part, and vocal maintenance, how you look after your instrument.
So when I came to EYSM to do voice as my principal study, I loved the vast range of experiences that were offered. There was really diverse repertoire, and so there was like quite fun, unusual things to do, while at the same time we still had the more serious classical rep, which all had very much a strong technical foundation, which if you ask any vocalist, that's so imperative.
One of the strengths of the choral/voice program is that we study cross-genre repertoire. So you can dip your toe into a range of music, and it's a wonderful experience to try your voice at different things and collaborate with other people.
You can learn so much from singing in a group, and I think it really brings people together. And it's such a celebration of being in a musical community and environment. There are lots of singing opportunities at EYSM. Even if you're not on the main vocal course, you're still encouraged to do course choir every day.
Listening to the choir sort of transcends all else. You feel as though you are floating. Had so many experiences of wonderful sounds. And you wouldn't think at the beginning of the week when all these kids get together that they could even produce an ordinary course choir sound.
What sets EYSM apart for me is the range of opportunities. There are options from very early in the morning, from singing, percussion, Alexander technique, through to options like chamber music.
These options are really kind of at the heart of the course, in that they allow everybody to be creative and to find something that they truly want to explore. So for example, there is world music, there is improvisation, there is big band, there is chamber ensembles of a big scale, but also there's string quartets, trios. There's so many different things that you can explore through the day, and there is an opportunity to sign up to whichever you would like to tackle.
It's an early but enthusiastic start to a day at EYSM, as the first activity actually happens before breakfast.
The day for many students starts off with singing, with gospel choir as an option. You will hear children singing their parts throughout the day because they're so catchy.
Gospel choir is such a good option to do in the morning because it just gets you up and singing. Tom always puts some great songs, so it's lovely to do it in the morning.
Limbrick does the percussion in the morning. Really great fun, really funny. Great experience to try all the percussion instruments and test rhythms and playing together.
You will have young musicians helping you arrange the instruments, getting there early, making comments, positive feedback, and then walking off to breakfast, playing the rhythms of a samba or a dance or singing a song that they've learnt on their way to breakfast. I mean, it's fantastic.
I take the Alexander technique option, which is probably the quietest one and a bit most relaxing. Getting people to think into their body a little bit, getting them to think about their posture and how that will set them up for the whole day of, well, a lot of sitting in an orchestra.
I definitely enjoyed the Alexander technique before breakfast. In fact, it was really useful as I had trouble with my back, and Alexander technique definitely solved the problem.
So I run a chamber option. It seems to attract those who have sung in choirs before, who have have enjoyed that collaboration, people who can really hear those other voice parts and who are interested in the repertoire of chamber singing. And the musical theatre option is the other one I run. That's been terribly popular. It's interesting. It attracts all sorts of musicians and personalities. So it's great. It's really eclectic. And being musical theatre, we can fit them all in, and it's wonderful.
I also take the world music option, which is always a great laugh at the end of the day. Sometimes it's massive and loud, sometimes it's small and refined. It's music from around the world. We'll just get the little tune and we'll just kind of create a wild EYSM world music band version of it. We also combine now a lot with Simon's percussion group. So whatever the percussion group's been doing, whether it be an African rhythm or a South American rhythm, we can combine the two, which is great fun. We just kind of make a piece up out of folk tunes from around the world, make it loud or refined or rowdy or quiet.
Towards the end of the day, it's really surprising the enthusiasm there is for doing such classes. They've 7:45 in the morning. By the time he gets to option time, you would have thought that they would be complete. But no, there's a new element that comes into their verve for taking part in those new subjects that they've suddenly found a real hit for me.
Improvisation varies from year to year exactly what kind of topic I'm going to choose, but we've covered all sorts of things from free improvisation to just working through standards, through creating a piece of music from scratch, and that can be quite interesting because you're never quite sure what sort of instruments you're going to be faced with. It's been really good the last couple of years where I've just had an outline of a chord sequence and the students have had to come up with their own melody, so they've created the whole tune, and then we've gone into them creating an improvisation, so that's been really good. I take the big band along with John. Actually, John's a great trombone player, so he'll come and play. That's really good fun. I think that's gradually grown over the years as well. Most of these young players have played in a big band of some sort, but some haven't. So we put them together. We haven't got very long. We've normally got about 4 rehearsals in order to put something on for a concert. But in the spirit of EYSM, it's always amazing what these children can achieve in a very short space of time.
There's more options, musically speaking, than you'll ever find in several other music courses. If you went to them one after the other, you still wouldn't get as many opportunities as you'll get at EYSM. It's that which makes EYSM so unique. I've seen other courses which claim to be broad-based. Eat your heart out. EYSM has it all.